the worst season yet? What's going on, guys? Welcome into the channel. The name's Leo Rydell, and if you're new, this is Geekly Goods, where we talk the latest in movies, TV, Marvel, DC, guys, any corner of the geekverse we can hit. We're hitting it here on the channel, so go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down below. And guys, I'm here today to talk about Umbrella Academy Season 3, which drops this Wednesday on Netflix. And guys, I gotta be 100% real. Unfortunately, it just came up to be the worst season of the three for me, which, this is a horrible trend I'm seeing for myself because I feel that way about The Boys Season 3 as well. But let's talk about Umbrella Academy Season 3 because I definitely do think there are quite a few strengths, but a lot of weaknesses. Let's just talk about the strengths first, though, and talk about what I thought worked out a lot for this season. In my opinion, some character arcs are very strong this season, specifically exploring the relationship between Victor and Allison, and also what they do with the Victor character. Can't go into too many details with that, but I definitely think that is a very strong character. I'm proud of Elliot Page because this is a great acting job done by him. He does such a great job in this season. Honestly, he's one of my favorite characters in the family, along with Allison and Five. I think those three characters get such strong character arcs this time around, and I love what they do with Allison's story and kind of how these things manifest in this season, guys. I really do like the dysfunctional family, and I like that we still carry over this theme into this season. This time we're in a hotel, so there's a different setting. It's refreshing, it's different. I like it, guys. I really do like it. I like that they also brought back Ben in a capacity, and the way that he's brought back is crazy. And also, like Umbrella Academy, they just do these mind-blowing things. So I like that he's brought back into the fold. I maybe don't like this Ben as much as I like season 2 with one Ben, you know, the Ben that was only appearing to Klaus, but I do like some of the scenes that he's in, and I do like a little bit of what they do with his story. There are some really solid episodes in the run as well. I think that probably about the middle, that 5 through 7 is the strongest of the season, I would say. 4 is a pretty good one as well. There's some really strong episodes throughout the season that just keep you tuned in, but there are some other character arcs that I thought were pretty good, but maybe just not as good as the 3 I named. Luther's was a little, I did really like Klaus's. Diego, I thought was kind of down there with Luther as well. There are some characters, like I said, that get some great arcs this season, and then some maybe not as much. I do like the Sparrows, and I do kind of like this opposite effect that they have of the Umbrellas. They're more polished, they're more refined, they're more of like a typical superhero team. So I like the duality here going on of this like super team that just seems like the typical superhero team, and then you've got the dysfunctional Umbrella Academy, you know, the dysfunctional family vibe going. So I like those two things going on at the same time concurrently. I really did like this season. I just did not love it nearly as much as I loved that second season, and the first season was awesome as well. So let's talk about some things that don't quite work for Umbrella Academy Season 3 and what makes it, in my opinion, the worst season. I think, unfortunately, this season, the biggest problem I have with the season, I think it did not need the 10 episodes. I think you start to feel that length with a couple of episodes. There are a few here and there that I was like, okay, we could have blended that episode into this episode and not have had 10 episodes. I think we could have easily went 8 or 6. Maybe not 6. 6 is not enough, but I think 8. Dialing it back a few would have helped. There were a few episodes in the lot that I just was like, okay, we're kind of just dawdling around, and I didn't think really had much substance to the overall story. Also, I do think there are some characters that are just kind of useless this season and aren't utilized to their best, and they're kind of disposable. So I was like, oh man, they bring back some characters from other seasons. Can't say who, but they definitely bring some characters back that we recognize from season 2, season 1, and I just thought, some of them were a little disposable. So I wish that we got a little bit better character writing. And unfortunately, the direction is not nearly as strong as that second season. Some of the acting feels a little phoned in. I will say the first couple of episodes, it seems like they were trying to brush the dust off from the previous season. So it was a little weak direction-wise. And the final episode, I will discuss no details, no spoils there. It busted my head open in a not so good way, because I thought where they went with it was really genius, but how they executed it and how they built up throughout the season didn't make sense. So we're kind of just left with a cliffhanger that to me doesn't make any sort of sense. And I know that sets up for the next season, but it didn't leave me hanging in a very positive way. If it had built up to this and there was a little bit more build up and better writing, yo, I would have been there, guys. I would have loved it, but unfortunately, not as strong. I do want to reiterate though, the relationship between Victor and Allison that they explore this season, solid. Elliot Page does a great job. I cannot quite remember the Allison actress's name off the top of my head, but she did an excellent job as well. I think those two are definitely the strongest of the season, up there with 5 as well. Some very good acting out of those 3 actors. Lila was great too. Her and Diego had a story this season, so I don't want to, again, I can't discuss too much there, but I think the 2 of them are good and they play and riff off of each other very well. I just didn't think that their story arc was that interesting, and that's another thing, is some of the story arcs in this season are just not that interesting. I found myself interested in every single story arc in season 2, and here I'm just like, some of them I'm like, predictable, knew where they were going. So unfortunately, Umbrella Academy season 3, I gotta go with a 6.5 out of 10, guys. I wanted to give this a lot higher because I loved season 2. Like, season 2 of Umbrella Academy, I think might have made it in my like top 5 of that year. It was solid. But here, it just feels like a step down in so many different ways, guys. So you guys gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you anticipating Umbrella Academy season 3? Hey, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe my Umbrella super fans out there will love this season. And hey, if you do, I love that for you. I really hope you enjoy it. But for me, unfortunately, it was the worst of the 3. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for your boy Leo right down. We'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.